Hey you guys, Matt Allen here. Welcome back to Tactical Bassin and Happy New Year. Today we are kicking off 2021. We're setting goals for the new year. We're talking about where we're headed and we're recapping last year. It was a tough year for a lot of people, but a lot of good happened too. Let's jump into it. We start every year off the same way. We start off by setting goals. We set personal goals, we set fishing goals, we set goals for Tactical Bassin, and that is what helps us stay successful. It helps you stay on track with a plan all year long. It's something that everybody should do, and we every year encourage you to do that in your fishing and in your personal life. So we're going to talk about some of those goals. I also want to tell you guys a little bit about where we're headed this year. Now, you notice I'm here alone, no Tim. 2020 is right in the rearview mirror, so we're always cautious now, right? Tim's got a little bit of a cold. He's at home, so we're just staying separate just in case. But he gave me his goals, so we'll touch on those. But let's recap. 2020, if you guys saw yesterday's video, started off with a bang. If you missed it, it's a teaser of what happened in South America, and you should check that out. We'll link it in the video description for you. But 2020 started off with a bang, and then it hit a curveball. Hands down, the craziest year that I think any of us have ever endured. Some people had a harder year than others. Some of you lost loved ones, people that were really close to you. Some of you got through the year okay. Our year was crazy. We moved. The year when we got back from Guyana started with Clear Lake being shut down. We didn't know what we were going to do. We loaded the families up, drove cross country, came to Tennessee. We wanted to see it. We wanted to spend some time here, and everybody instantly fell in love with it, made offers on houses, and then the panic hit. By the middle of summer, Tim had already done 4 cross-country drives in the middle of the pandemic, trying to get his family here in time for the kids to start school. We went a little bit slower. We got to spend a bunch of time up north because Sierra travels with us. We got to stay up there. She didn't have to make it to school. So caught a bunch of big smallmouth, took our time, and then we got moved over after they were already settled here. But it was a crazy year. Health-wise, we did okay. We've all hung in there. Hopefully you have too. But 2021 is a brand new year. It's still a little crazy. Things are in upheaval all over the world. But I'll tell you what, fishing is one of those things that brings us together. And it's one of those things that helps us all stay calm, stay relaxed, find our way in life. So we're focused on fishing this coming year. It's going to be a fun year. So let's talk a little bit about where we're headed. First off, are we coming to a lake near you? That's the big question. Depending on where you live, the answer might be yes. So as you know, we are now located in Tennessee. We will still fish California this year. You California guys, we have not forgotten you. Those lakes are amazing. And we know when prime time is. So we will be out there. We'll see you guys in person. We will spend a lot of time in the South. We have a lot to explore right here around us, from Florida all the way across the South. We might make it back over to Texas this year. More immediate right around us, of course, there are hundreds of lakes and rivers we've got to figure out. And then we will, of course, we always go north, but we're going to make a northeast swing this year. We're going to fish some new places. So if you're a northeast guy, odds are pretty good we'll bump into you. I know Tim and I both had to get a couple of new map cards ordered up because we're going to parts of the country that we've never been to and we need mapping in our electronics. So if that tells you anything, we are planning to fish some new places. This will be another year where we are on the road. We were on the road in 2020, despite the craziness, driving all over the country. We're doing it again. But this time, we are based down here in the South, and we just reach out from there. So the drives aren't anywhere near as long as they used to be, so we can do more of them. Now, let's talk about setting some goals, because goal setting is really important. We set a bunch of goals for ourselves in 2020. Some of them got sidelined by COVID. I mean, there's nothing you could do about that. But some of them didn't. We wanted to catch some big fish. We wanted to travel. We were able to do all those things. We were hoping, we set a goal of 400,000 subscribers on YouTube. A crazy goal, and we missed. But we only missed by this much. And that's all right. We'll take it. Setting that goal, driving hard to achieve it, we got close. We got a lot closer than we would have without a goal. So for this coming year, we are shooting for 500,000 subscribers. Now, that's just a number. It really doesn't mean anything, but the reason that we do it is because there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes at Tactical Bassin. There's a lot of 3 a.m. editing, wondering if those videos are going to make it up in time. And we do not want to miss. So by setting a goal, we're able to stay up long nights, work hard, make sure that content is always out on time. We have not missed a scheduled video in years. And if you follow the channel, you know that there's been a lot of bonus videos along the way as well. We do 3 videos a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. They go up at 3:30 in the morning Pacific, 6:30 in the morning Eastern. That's when our videos go up. It's so that guys can watch them before they go to work or before they go to the lake. That's why we did that. We want you guys to be able to get the information and actually apply it. Now that leads to a lot of long nights for us, but that's okay. That's just part of it. We don't mind. So 500,000 subscribers will keep us just pushing forward, making sure that those videos are out on time. We do, some of you don't know this, we do everything in-house. It is literally Tim and I and our families. Tim and I both film, we both fish, we both edit. Everything is done right here, just between the two families. We have a blast doing it. We plan to keep it that way and just continue on as we grow. We are so stoked that you guys are part of the Tactical family. It's a huge blessing. It's an honor that we get to do this. It's amazing that as it's grown, we get to travel farther. You know, we used to just fish our local lakes. Then we started reaching a little farther. Then we got to drive around the country. Of course, we had a little hiccup with that head-on a couple of years ago. But, you know, you pick up and you just keep going. This year was crazy with COVID, with cancer, with all sorts of things, but you just keep going. So personal goals this year, Tim told me his. So for the channel, 500,000 subscribers, that's the goal. That's what we want to achieve. Personally, we're in a new region. This is Lake Chickamauga here behind me. Tim wants to catch a 10-pounder out here, and I can't blame him. He'd also like to catch a 30-pound striper. And he wasn't there when I got an opportunity at musky. So he would like to catch, we were talking about how big of a musky do you want? And he's like, I've caught a little musky. I just want a respectable one. We're in the south. We're not up in the north. So I'm going to call it for him. I would say a respectable southern musky would be anything over 40 inches. So Tim's got 3 personal fishing goals this year. I guess for me, mine are a little more vague. I do want to catch a 10-pounder in a new state. I would love for it to be here on Chickamauga in Tennessee, but I'll take one anywhere. I just think that would be a blast. I haven't caught one in Tennessee, never caught one in Florida. Handful of places that we've got a shot that I've never caught one. I'd like to do that. I'd like to catch a bunch of big old striper. You guys don't know how passionate we really are about striper fishing. There were giants in California. There are giants all over out here. And they are just fun to fish for because you can power fish them, right? You can swim bait them, you can throw reaction, you can do a lot of things, and they just pull so hard. So I'm looking forward to catching some more striper, getting deeper into musky, exploring new water around this area. We have been dialing in kayaks, working on a jet boat so that we can get into really skinny water here and target some of those different species. So I think this coming year is just going to be a blast. Now, let's talk about you. The coming year, if you set goals, the odds of you being successful skyrocket. It's just the way it works. So if you would like us to help keep you accountable, if you'd like to help keep yourself accountable, down in the video description, if you leave your goals, it doesn't matter if your goal is to catch your first bass, if it's to catch a 2.5 pounder, your new PB, or if it's to go out and catch a 20-pounder. It doesn't matter. Whatever it is, it doesn't even have to be bass, but if you put your comments in writing, or excuse me, if you put in a comment, if you put your goals in writing, the odds of them actually being accomplished skyrocket. As the channel has grown, we don't get to respond to every comment like we used to, and that it hurts me because that is one of my passions, is being able to interact with every single person. We care about all of you. We want every single one of you to succeed. It pains me that there's not enough time in the day, because it is just us to respond to every comment and be out filming, be out fishing, spending time with our families, editing video, all those things. There's just not the time that there used to be. But we read every comment, 100% of them. Even if you don't get an answer, if you don't get an answer, it's because we truly weren't able to respond when we saw that comment. But know that we did see the comment. So if you put your goals down, we will see them, and we're here for you. We're rooting for you. We're cheering you on. Any goal you set, 2021 is a brand new year. 2020 was crazy. Who knows what this year holds, but we're all going for it together. We are pumped that you're a part of the Tactical Bassin family. We hope that we're coming to your lake. We hope that we get to meet you at the boat ramp, shake your hand, swap fishing stories. If you see us out and about, whether it's out here on Chickamauga, whether it's at a gas station, a restaurant, it doesn't matter. Stop and say hi. We'd love to talk to you. Tactical Bassin is a family. It does not matter how big it gets. It will always be a family. We would always love to stop and talk with you. Talk fishing, talk life. Just get to know you. Guys, if you are excited about 2021, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, leave those goals if you want to challenge yourself, and we'll talk to you soon.